Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. You guys asked for this video. We are going to be putting the Lyric Graffiti X together. Yes, finally it arrived. It was supposed to be coming in what, September, then October, and then for sure in the end of October, then November, and now December. And I finally got it. We're gonna put it together, have some fun, check it out for the first time after I saw the prototype. And keep in mind, my box did come slightly damaged, so thank you to whoever delivered this. I forgot, it's an individual shipping company. It's not the same company as like UPS or FedEx. You can see that this board is on there, no problem. The middle one, non-existent. This other one, you can see the box is a little messed up on this side. This one's sideways, and the nails aren't even in the box because there is wood in here, and that is supposed to be screwed in there. So anyways, let's get this put together. And you might be wondering why I have this on my head, and that is because every so often I'll use this camera, but then we're gonna switch to this one when I'm real close to the box, like taking it apart, putting it together, so you guys can see a more up close personal video of the installation. So without further ado, let's get into it. First thing is I gotta find some tools. Where are my tools at? This is not working right now. Where are the damn tools? Oh, here we go. We got our knife. I guess I should cut these off first. Get all these straps undone. Let's slide this thing a little bit more this way real quick. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this should just slide all the way up. Now, it would be nice if you had two people, because once you lift one side, the other side is going to want to come down. But here we go. Hey, that was actually pretty easy. All right, let's check this thing out. Love the color, looks great. It's more of, I would say, a very light gunmetal type of blue, or a grayish type of blue, not really like a blue. And okay, I thought those were some marks on there. Hopefully it's protected. Hopefully you don't have any marks on this thing, because I did buy this one myself. $4,500 on this thing, and yeah, definitely expensive. Let's start taking this thing apart. I want to see this seat. Should be nice and brown. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that even looks better and feels better than the prototype. Oh my God. Yes. And you have enough room to probably put an extra person back here. It does come with pegs. That's nice. Heck yeah. All right, let me get my zip tie cutter, because we got to start taking all these zip ties off, get the handlebars on and the front wheel on. And I want to say after that, we should be done. All right, so looks like I am missing my zip tie cutter, so I'm still looking around for it, honestly, but I'm just gonna use some scissors and we're just gonna start cutting this stuff off. I swear I just used it the other day for another bike that just came in. These are a little bit more bulky. Oh, it looks like you have to install the fenders yourself. Okay, I did not know that. Let's get this front tire taken off. I think that's gonna be the best thing right now. It's also kind of held on to the handlebars, so oh, this is not ideal. Make sure you have the proper equipment when putting a bike together. This is not ideal. All right, there we go. That's the front wheel off. What size is that rotor? 203. Yeah, it's decently thick. It's kind of like the same thickness as most e-bikes, but definitely bigger. 203, that's pretty massive. The only thing bigger than that would probably be like a 220, so very happy on that. You'll see a little bit more of the bike now. I think the handlebars are loose too, so I think the handlebars will probably be the next thing we do, just so they're out of the way. We don't have to deal with it. I'm assuming this is probably the charger. Not sure what's in here. Pedals, okay, yeah, so we got the pedals in here. We'll do that last. I like how they put it on this pallet. It's very, very nice. I gotta make sure to remove that later. Oh, Magura brakes, yeah, I forgot. They got some really good brakes. This is the first time seeing this, because the original one was 3D printed. This is not 3D printed, and it's showing that it's almost at 100%, or it's actually showing it is at 100%, if you guys can see that. But it's probably real close to 100%, but dang, surprised they gave it to you fully charged. Maybe you might be able to ride this thing tonight. Anyways, let's keep going. All right, how to get my socket for this. Make it so much easier. Oh, we have turn signals we got to put on too. I see them just hanging right there, so it's another thing we got to do. All right, so more work than I thought. I thought it was just going to be some handlebars and then the tire, and then I saw the fender. All right, so we're going to be out here for a little bit. This is the most time-consuming thing about doing these bike reviews and whatnot, is just having to put them together. I mean, when you get bikes coming in like once a week or every 2 weeks, which once every 2 weeks isn't bad, this is all you do. But if you got another job going on, you got to schedule at least, like, I'd say 2 hours to put these things together, because you never know if you're going to run into any issues either. And if you do, you got to contact the company. But there we go. Hopefully you guys can see okay. All right, so I need to see which way these handlebars go on. Looks like there's a bunch of cables everywhere. No, it definitely doesn't go that way. I was thinking this way. Yeah, I think it goes this way. Even though this cable is kind of in a weird spot, I feel like this cable is not right. Ooh, these bars are low. Wow, I don't remember these bars being that low, but it's been a while. Holy moly. All right, so it looks like the bars go that way because I'm looking at it. If you guys are seeing it how I'm seeing it, it's just this cable right here. This main cable, why does this go that way? I know this goes to the front. Maybe once the tire's on there, but I mean, that's a long cable. Ooh, this air cap thing was loose. Make sure we don't lose that. All right, now let's get these in the middle. I'm assuming their logo goes right in the middle, right? All right, start getting some bolts in here. Yeah, I like that they put that logo so you can kind of get an idea of where that's supposed to go. I like how they do these little caps right here, because when you put them on, they're really easy to get to from the top compared to if you had them from the front. They get in the way of all the wiring and stuff. So I really like this. And all right, so let's just, oh, oh boy, let me get some bolts in here because this thing is trying to come off already, and it's gonna be easier if I don't use the socket. So let's do this. All right, so I don't want to tighten those too tight, because what happens is once you put the front wheel on and then you sit on it, you're gonna see where you want the bars at. So just get them on there enough so they don't move, and that feels pretty good. I'll take the protector off the screen later just because I don't want that screen to get messed up, and it also needs to be tight too because that is way too loose. But yeah, we got to still get off this pallet. So I'm wondering if I should put the pedals on now just because it's kind of stationary. Once we remove this little block, it's gonna fall over. So maybe I'll put the pedals on right now. Oh, here's our keys. Hey. All right, so there's the keys to that. Take this off, I don't need that. You know, one thing I'm surprised they didn't do is they didn't put any protector on here. Like normally they'll put like a film on the brake lights, and is there one on the front? Oh no, there is none. Normally they'll put a protector on the front as well. I think the original Graffiti had something on the front. I could be totally wrong, but yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not scratched, nothing's wrong with it, but just something to point out. Oh, let's get this battery plugged in. Oh man, that is first time that's ever been put on there. I don't even think it's on there all the way. There we go. You had to hear that snap. Make sure you hear that snap when you plug that in if you get this bike, because you might have some issues. Man, that was a pain in the ass to put on. But I feel like once you kind of put it on little by little, it's gonna be looser. All right, let's get this right side on. Remember, all your pedals, once you know which one goes on what side, they all thread forward. When I was a little kid, I used to think that one side would go the opposite way, but no, they both go forward. I didn't realize that until I got older, after doing it multiple times with our BMX bikes. So make sure you always thread these forward. Don't want to strip these things out. Really hard to honestly strip a crank out, and I guess if you did, you just replace this arm. It's not the end of the world, but still would suck, right? All right, so I have a little wrench, just enough to get in between there because there's not much room in between the pedal and the crank. So make sure those are on there good without messing up the cranks. Get this one. All right, that's on there good. So now I seriously think it is time to take it off the stand, and this is where the hard part is gonna come in, because trying to put this on right now by yourself with lifting it up and putting the front wheel on is always a pain. I think it's a through axle if I'm not mistaken, so wish me luck. Oh, maybe it's this one. Okay, I found one in my garage. All right, so now I think we just unloosen this. Not exactly sure what you do. There is a thing on this side. Come on, come on. There we go. So this was on the left-hand side, so we're gonna need that to tighten the wheel. After that, I think you should just be able to kind of lightly hammer that out. Yeah, so it's not threaded on anything, but it is easy if you kind of push it and unthread it. Or if you want to give it a few whacks, just make sure not to mess up the threads, but I think I am going to have to whack it. So I do have a rubber mallet somewhere. Yeah, sitting right here, look at that. Easily found it. Was surprised. Normally it's hard for me to find this stuff. And, well, it was kind of coming, but we're going to have to put something on here. There we go. It's coming. Oh, there goes one side. Oh yeah, it makes it a lot easier. It's just because of that wood. Once you get it off of that wood plate, nice and smooth. Yeah, there we go. All right, now this is the hard part. Oh boy, oh boy. All right. All right, that was fun. I'm trying to keep this thing upright. Be nice if you had a friend or something. No, no, okay, oh no, don't want to hit that. All right, let's lean it this way. Okay, not ideal, but it is what it is. All right, now is where I can take this little clip off to the brake. I don't know if there's supposed to be one on this side or just this side. Probably just this side. But I have one. Take that off. Make sure this went onto the left side. And make sure you get your brake lined up correctly. And let's hope this goes on very easy. Very easy. Come on now. Let's not be difficult. Oh, you know what? Working out very well. This lined up almost. Don't know what that noise was. Oh yeah, so this side lined up pretty good. Kinda, a little bit. Okay, well, it was going through smooth for a little bit. All right, the brake looks like it is in the hole for the rotor, but unfortunately this is not wanting to line up. Okay, now it's sitting on the seat. It's not what I want. This is being more difficult than I thought. So, get a piece of foam. All right, so finally got that on. Let me tighten this a little bit so then I can get it upright, because I don't like when my bikes sit on the side like that, just in case you damage them. So let me go get that part I had. All right, so I was trying to tighten this, and it didn't seem like this side was doing anything, so I'm gonna unloosen it again. All right, so does it go like this? Yeah, it slides into here, I believe. Yep, there we go. Okay, so I had it the wrong way. All right, that makes more sense. You learn as you go. I never watched the unboxing, so. All right, tighten that really good. And then gotta make sure to do these 4 bolts that are down here, because if you don't do these, you might have an issue down the road, so make sure you do those. So just gotta get my Allen set. And let's tighten these bad boys up. Another thing too on these guys, it's taking me a while to tighten these because once you get one side of them tight, like if you get the one closer to the inner wheel, go back and touch up the other one on the outside because that one kind of loosens up. You got to kind of balance them out going back and forth. So once you get that done, let's sit on the bike and see where the handlebars are going to sit. All right, this is the time I like to take the screen protector off because it gives me a better idea where that sits and also where the middle of the handlebars are at. And I can see they're about right there. And wow, I don't remember this bike being this low. This is way too low. You need to be riding like way up here. Now I do like sporty bikes, but this is just way too low. Gotta use the handlebars for leverage to kind of tighten these. Make sure you do these evenly too, because I noticed I tightened this one too tight and it was bottoming out, and this one had a big gap in it. So definitely make sure you even these things out. And I think I gotta fix the other side too, because I didn't notice that. All right, so that is done. The next thing I like to do is tighten my display. Now I don't go super tight because I still like to move my displays around a little bit. So I'll do this just enough. I should have centered it before, but see how it's pretty firm to move, but I can still move it if I want to. So I like that because look, it's not gonna move when I'm riding, but it's just enough where someone else rides it, they need to move it, or it's not set up on my action cam when I'm riding. You guys can't see it, I can adjust it, which I think it's gonna be hard to see this because I think I'm gonna have to lean down like this for you guys to see the display because this is so low. This is so low. All right, so once you guys get that tightened, there's a green on here, green on here. There's arrows, but what I like to do is just spin them around until you kind of feel them like kind of click, and you can just already tell. I guess the next thing we can do is start putting these. Oh, these have zip ties on them. Let's get these turn signals installed. Just had to take that zip tie off. They're already pushed through, already connected on the right side, so you don't have to guess which one's left and right. And then you just have to get, I'm assuming that's a 15. Just tighten that nut up and you're good to go. So use my scissors, or if you guys can get a zip tie cutter, I highly recommend it. All right, cut that off. Look how easy this is. So boom, move it to this side, make sure it's straight, put it through the hole, put your nut on here, thread it on, tighten it up, and then you are good to go. Now I'm OCD, so I like to tighten them little by little and then check to see, because I can see this one's higher. I do like my turn signals to point a little tiny bit up because you got to think about it. We're riding with cars and I don't want them to be pointed down any way or straight. I would like them to be slightly up. It looks decent, so let me get a 15 and tighten those. Okay, I lied. It's not a 15, it's a 14. Get these snug up on here. All right, stepping back, they look good. Now to figure out where these connections go. Now I'm assuming they're probably in this wire loom, no? Okay, not that side, maybe this side? Let's see. Because we definitely have two connections. One's red, which red is normally a brake, and then the other one looks like the control center, so there we go. I knew it. Too many bikes put together, but there's always new changes and there's always different stuff to do. There we go. So plug these in. And then let's put this back on. Not a big fan of why that one cable is going this way. I feel like it should have went down before the forks. So to fix this cable right here, I would have to take all this off, push this top support off, put it through here, and then put it all back on. So I'm not doing all that. But anyways, all right, so there we go. That's all good. Cable management's okay. This one definitely could have been longer. I mean, look how short that is. I mean, I guess you can kind of push it down there a little bit because you do have these, unless you want them like right at the top to kind of match this. But to me, it kind of looks better being in the middle. But all right, you can just tuck these out of the way. And that's pretty much it. I think the next thing we have to do is we put the fender on. And I was wondering where the fender bolts it on, but it looks like it's probably just going to use this hole right here. Definitely going to need some small hands for this. Holy crap. Did I get it through yet? I think I got it. There we go. So most likely the longer part will go in the back because you're going to get splashed a lot more this way. And then the shorter side will go in the front. And instead of wasting my time with my hands, I'm just going to use this. It would be nice to have an extension with a socket right now. I think I might actually need one because this is really tight to get in here. Holy crap. All right, let's see if I got this right. I grabbed a 4. Hey, there we go. Now I'm gonna tighten it pretty well. I'm trying to keep this fender as straight as possible. But if you do tighten them pretty tight, you can still move these around a little bit. Ooh, okay, maybe not so much. Okay, that looks good right there. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. All right, so that's it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's done, guys. I think we actually finished putting this bike together. I don't think there's anything else. I might have to look around, just make sure there is a charger. You know, let's open the charger because I haven't done that yet. I'm assuming it's in this box right here. Yep, there we go. All right, the charger is definitely different from the original one I got. I think the original one I got was a lot heavier and beefier, and this one does definitely feel cheaper. It is a charger at the end of the day, and we're charging at what? How many? Oh, there it is. I'm sorry, I missed it. 8 amps. All right. So I don't remember what the other one is, or the was, but 8 amps is still good, especially for this battery. I forget the battery size on it. It probably says right on the top right here. Oh yeah, 40 amp hours, 2,323 watt hours. So it should charge it in pretty good time. 8 amps is pretty good. I did get a bike the other day that charges at 15 amps, but it's a 50 amp hour battery, so that makes sense. So I'm pretty happy with it. See if we take it down the street real quick. Oh, here's one thing I didn't do. I did not take the keys off because I believe, so you have 2 sets of keys to turn this thing on, and then you have 2 keys for this battery. I want to say if you want to remove it. And then there used to be a compartment. I don't see it. There used to be a key to take these side panels off. They do feel a little flimsy, I gotta say. I just feel like they're moving all over the place. But anyways, one set of these keys should go in here. I believe it was this little L-shaped looking one. Once that's in there, you should be able to power it on. There we go. Let's move all this out of the way. And let's go for a spin. All right, we are at 64 volts. So not exactly 100, but damn close. I don't think we need to tighten the back. The back should be good. It's definitely fast. Dang, that's fast as shit. Definitely has a slow pickup, I'll say that. All right. So that was definitely fun, guys. Something I don't really always do on this channel is unboxings and stuff like that. We'll definitely go and check this thing out. I'll get it charged as fast as possible so we can do a video on this thing. But super excited to finally get it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Shit.